In a quiet little town, surrounded by rolling green hills and narrow winding streets, there lived a boy named Ryan. Everyone knew Ryan. He was the kind of student who could solve difficult problems in seconds, remember facts after hearing them once, and charm teachers with his curiosity. Ryan's dream was clear, crystal clear. He wanted to become a doctor, not just for the title, but because he had seen people in his town suffer from illnesses without proper care. He wanted to change that. But Ryan had one enemy, and it wasn't another student. It wasn't a lack of resources. It wasn't bad luck. It was his own mind. Every time Ryan sat down to study, something strange happened. His mind would start wandering, drifting away like a leaf in the wind. One moment, he'd be looking at his biology notes, and the next moment, his phone would be in his hand. A quick scroll through Facebook, a short YouTube video, a random thought about a game, then another just 1 minute break. He told himself, "I still have time, I'll study later." But later never came. His parents would scold him gently. His teachers would warn him, but Ryan didn't really believe them. "I'm smart," he thought. "I'll figure it out when I need to." Months passed. Then came the scholarship exam, the stepping stone to his dream of becoming a doctor. Winning it would mean better opportunities and less financial burden on his family. Ryan walked into the exam room confident, maybe a little too confident. When the results came out, he rushed to the notice board, scanning for his name. It wasn't there. He checked again and again, but it was useless. Ryan had failed. The friends who studied regularly, they had done exceptionally well. The same teachers who once praised him now avoided eye contact. That evening, Ryan didn't talk to anyone. He sat alone in his room, staring at the wall. For the first time, he felt the heavy sting of failure. He knew the truth. He wasn't less intelligent than his friends. He simply hadn't trained his mind to focus. Ryan decided he needed help, not just in academics, but in mastering his wandering thoughts. He heard about a man in town, Coach Miller. A physical education teacher, yes, but more than that, a mentor known for transforming even the most distracted students into models of discipline. Some said that under his guidance, even the laziest boys became focused, determined, and unstoppable. Ryan gathered his courage and went to see him. "Coach," he began, "I can't focus. I know my goal, but every time I try to work, my mind runs away. I need help." Coach Miller didn't lecture him. Instead, he smiled and said, "Follow me." They walked to the school playground. The afternoon sun cast long shadows on the grass. From the equipment room, Coach Miller brought out a toy bow and arrow. He set up a target board at the far end of the field. "If you can hit the center," he told Ryan, "I'll know your focus is strong." Ryan grinned. Easy. He pulled back the string and released the arrow. It missed, badly. "What were you looking at when you aimed?" "The board, the trees, the field around it," Ryan admitted. Coach shook his head. "That's your problem. You're looking at everything at once. A real archer ignores everything except the target. Ryan, your mind is like this. You're thinking about your phone, your friends, social media, everything except your goal." The words hit Ryan harder than the failed exam. Ryan asked, "Coach, how do I fix this?" Where do I start? Coach Miller leaned in and spoke slowly, almost like he was sharing a secret. Control your thoughts. When your mind drifts, pull it back. Remind yourself, this is my study time. Make a routine. Set exact hours for study and rest. Over time, your brain will follow automatically. Remove distractions. Your phone, TV, and games are thieves. Keep them far from you when you work. Practice daily. Discipline isn't built in a day. It's built brick by brick, habit by habit. Follow these rules and your mind will obey you. Ryan took the challenge seriously. The very next day, he wrote a study schedule and pinned it above his desk. He switched off his phone during study hours. Every time his mind tried to wander, he whispered to himself, "My goal is to become a doctor. Nothing else matters right now." At first, it was torture. His brain craved the quick hits of entertainment. But slowly, something shifted. 1 week turned into 2. 2 weeks turned into a month. Ryan could now study for hours without looking at his phone. Months later, another important exam came up. Ryan walked into the exam room not overconfident this time, but prepared. When the results came, his hands trembled as he scanned the list. There it was, his name. First place. It wasn't luck. It wasn't just intelligence. It was the power of discipline and focus. A year later, Ryan stood on stage, holding a scholarship certificate. His parents beamed with pride in the audience. In that moment, he remembered Coach Miller's words. The mind is like a wild horse. If you don't control it, it will drag you anywhere it wants to go. But if you train it, it will take you exactly where you want to go. And so, Ryan's story became a reminder for anyone who listens. You don't need to be the smartest in the room. You just need to be the one who shows up every day, focused and disciplined. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to keep stories like this alive. Until next time, be patient, be thankful, and keep moving forward.